Okay, so we're back. Uh, gonna fix our webhook problem. Now we know, or now I know what the problem is. So just get into it. The issue that stems from this app reloader, after doing a little bit of debugging, is that uh, the it's based on this flag. So if we use like their built-in routing, it's gonna set it to true, and then when you make another REST call, then that's what's going to trigger the app reloader to actually go ahead and reload. So that is not what we want to happen. We want our we want our request to either load it um, when this connector is called, because this is what actually returns the app. Um, and then if we see here, um, hmm, I guess we'll need to persist, because like what I guess could happen is every time we reload the app, we'll drop the route. So we need to be able to like um, add our webhook routes here somehow. So how did we do that before? Well, we ran this. Mm, and we went ahead and registered the connector at some point. We went ahead and registered the connector. I think I deleted all that code for some reason. That was not the smartest thing to do. But let's just go ahead and grab that piece of code. Get sync, get source. So for connector in connectors, the connector data store, we are going to run connector.register. Well, we want to run the connector, right? Every time. We want to go ahead and run this connector. So, and this is going to go ahead and set reload to true. I guess we can keep this here. It's fine. Run connector. Alright. We're going to start our broker. Just activating my virtual environment, and then we can go ahead and run our Python program. Okay, so taking Postman. Only uploaded a little quicker. Alright, sweet. It gives us some shitty timestamp. Awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and create a connector. Internal service error. Cannot access free variable connector where it is not associated with a value in enclosing scope. Yeah. That's super weird, dude. guess it might be just like some sort of name collision. That's really weird. Probably not. Probably some other shitty bug. No. Okay, it was definitely a naming collision. Awesome. Okay. And then let's go ahead and send this request. String object has no attribute, run connector. Well, it's not a string, so that's weird. We just need to figure out how to iterate through a dictionary. This is going to be freaking paywalled, so let's go through here. See, junk. And keys, for state, and access key without using a key. And so what? Oh, duh. Whoopsies. So this, yeah, I forgot we made a dictionary here, so this is going to be our key. Key goes here. So this is going to get one instance, and then we are going to run connector. Just make sure that's the name of our function. It is, and it takes in an app parameter. All right. Sweet. Okay. Let's go ahead and run this. Not found. I mean, I guess it makes sense, because that doesn't exist yet. Alright, we should register it. There we go. That is what I like to see. Boom. So, what actually happened here? The message got produced. Okay, let's clean this up. Let's go ahead and clean this up. So no message is returned. Okay, that's because this is not running in a loop anymore. So previously we had a run connector loop. We don't really need that anymore. So we need to be able to run our this piece of code, and this needs to be executed basically continuously throughout the time that our application lives. So how can we do that without? We're probably going to have to refactor this logic out, because we only want this to be called when define is going to be run register syncs. Okay, it's going to be self. It's going to take app as a parameter. Sweet. Okay, so this is going to register the sync. Sync.register. Okay, so this is going to handle our sync registration, and then this is going to be handling our source runner. We don't need this anymore. And we definitely need to swap out some of these variable names, or like method names, I guess. That's what it should be called. So, what a nasty problem. Okay. Is it going to be called register sync? wants things to register here. Let's add a little to-do here. To-do. Check if the type is a webhook. And I guess there could be other types that fall on this, but only webhooks for now. And we are going to kick off, we're going to use our handy thread logic here. Def source connection handler. And what this is going to do is this is just going to iterate through our connector data store and go ahead and run the source runner for each one. And here, while true, we're going to just, so instead of hammering all of our, like the thing it's polling for, as well as it's sending data, we're just going to go ahead and have it sleep until we're ready to, you know, wait for some stuff to batch up a little bit. I'm going to give it 5 seconds. Okay, it's going to go away. This is going to go away. Now we have this beautiful app. This is garbage. Let's toss this. We don't want this either. Okay. That's what this is doing. Make sure we have cleanly commented code. This is just going to be, I'm just going to return a dict true for now. Cool. All right, let's connector handler. That's not a thing. It's only source connector handler. Sweet. Okay, it's running. Let's go ahead and register our connector. Success. All right, let's see if our messages will go through. Dope. Doesn't look like this thing's running. Super odd. And you know why? Because we didn't close the brackets there. So yeah, it's gonna not actually run anything. I'm not gonna run the method, that's for sure. Okay. Let's see what we got. Let's go ahead and register this thing. Let's go ahead and send a message. App is not defined. What do you mean app is not defined? Who said so? It's just saying connector pi line 51 source runner. I think this wasn't saved, which is a problem. So go ahead and run this again. Okay, we are going to register this. Okay, it's registered. Send a little message. Source connection handler. Bootstrap loader. Line 97. What the hell? Yeah. And we don't want to return app. That's stupid. all I want to do is, all right, well, I don't even need to return out because it's getting registered. See? It's getting registered there, so we don't even need to return it. Let's go ahead and register. Sweet. And then let's go ahead and run this. See? Cool. So now it's working. Every time we go ahead and send a message, where is this coming from? So if we go back to our source class, you're going to see that we print out our status code. So that's where we're getting a 200, as well as, where are we printing out the messages? Yeah, so like here we're printing out the messages. So that's where you see this structure here. And this is the structure of a message that is stored in LucidMQ. It's very simple, similar to Kafka. It just takes a timestamp, a key, and a value. And the keys and values are both bytes, while the timestamp is an unsigned integer, which represents the time since the epoch. Okay, well, that's it for today. We got this thing working, and so we'll have a lot more to add to it.